Hello and welcome here right now for today for Saturday kickoff before Halloween, as we do know that this is the last match day until we take the November break due to the Olympic Games occurring for next month. As we do have for the games here on Saturday kickoff, as we feature Georgehigton City taking on Newport Dragons, and also the next matchup also on the cards here for tonight as we got up the big game between Weynoord as they will play at home to South Coast Rangers. And let's go now to announce the new manager of Georgehigton City. And since during the week the second departure of Sergio Cancelo only managed Georgehigton City during the 13 games so far in the Premier League, but poor results for them as they are in the bottom half of the Premier League table after 9 games and only gained 1 win out of those league games this season and drew 6 times, and they're up to 9 points in the league and not hit a single digit yet after 9 games, and that's why Enzo Maresca is taking over the job from manager Sergio Cancelo here for the up-and-coming future for Georgehigton City and get them where they want to be to qualify for Champions League football, to make them maybe win the league perhaps so. And also Pep Guardiola knows him quite well in his managerial days at Weynoord as the assistant manager for Weynoord, and he believes, the owner believes, that he is the right man for the job. And let's hear from him right now. Congratulations on your appointment. You are a man who has got a journeyman from becoming an assistant coach into a manager for a number of clubs. Do you consider your current appointment as a crowning moment in your career as the first team manager for Georgehigton City? It's a very important moment for me to become the coach of Georgehigton City, a club that was won the league twice the last 6-7 years ago, and I want to bring the success back here at the club. And I know that my previous managers probably failed apart from Jose Mourinho, but can I be the man to replace Mourinho and bring some, let's say, positivity back into the football club? And I know this team is in the bottom half of the table that we don't belong to be, but hopefully we got the chance to turn things around, especially against Newport Dragons in our next matchup in the league. What's your style of football going to be at Georgehigton City? You can't blame the people who want to see results, but in my opinion, put in the good show and the important as winning. If you're going to win, make sure you win in style. But that's the type of football the fans want to see here in Georgehigton City, and that's what I aim to show them here for this season and going forward. Let's get now to the game here between City and Newport Dragons. And we are here for show here for tonight here live between Georgehigton City versus Newport Dragons. A very big game here for tonight as the two sides are prepared here for kickoff. Prepared here for the fight here for tonight. As City, however, can they win their first game in the first game as Enzo Maresca as the new manager for Georgehigton City? No, Sergio Cancelo was actually manager for only 3 months and he was sacked. And he was sacked by not picking up enough results in the league, and they're in the bottom half of the table because of it. So Enzo Maresca's line-up here right now for tonight. We've got Ziyech up front with Maradona, Hersey, Pedro, the Golden, Barella, and also Alaba, Boateng, Cellini, Ricardo Carvalho, and goalkeeper Mark ter Stegen. For Newport Dragons, they also got a strong team. They really also may want to get an upset here for tonight's game. Looking for a victory, might even go past Georgehigton City here for tonight. But could Enzo Maresca really make the miracle here tonight and win the game here for the team here for tonight for Georgehigton City in this matchup. Here we go, let's get straight to the coverage here right now, and we are live between City and also here Newport Dragons for tonight's matchup here on Saturday kickoff. And it's Ricardo Carvalho now to Thomas Hersey. Now Maradona. Now is now William Trosk. Now good pass there now to Pavon. He's 1v1 here, Pavon. Save there for the keeper. Clearance there from Cellini. Now Pedro. Maradona. Hersey. Now Roberto Carvalho here. Chance maybe. Now it's Ricardo Carvalho again. Ziyech. Good block. And we know that obviously, City losing their manager, Sergio Conceição in the week, is probably a bit upsetting in the way for the City players to not perform under him. A manager who did quite well for Porto last season, got them to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, but since leaving Porto, he's not had a very good run for City. And I know it's not been very, very great for him in terms of, losing the top players in the summer, Messi and also Neymar. That's really a big effect to the team for Georgehigton City. To lose those key players up front, it's only Maradona's making the miracles here for the team. And that's why they're in the bottom half of the table because of it. Even last season, they're very, very poor under the other manager, Roberto Mancini, but he was sacked. And then, obviously, Cancelo, we all thought he might be the one to take this team forward, but the club doesn't know patience whatsoever, and he's now been sacked during the week. And obviously Enzo Maresca's a guy who was the assistant coach under Pep Guardiola, and he's been for loads of clubs. He's been being the assistant and won things as the assistant manager, but hopefully he can challenge himself as a permanent gaffer here for the permanent future, hopefully so for City. At the moment it is 0-0, so no goals at all between the two sides. Now big boot there from Peter Schmeichel. Now here's Liam Aarons now to Frank Campbell. Now it's Roberto Carvalho now to Barella. Now Thomas Hersey. Now is Liam Aarons. Now Barella. Now Ziyech. Save. Clearance away. Now want the ball back in. Now Barella again goes for a shot and a save there for the keeper. And that was a chance. Corner here, cross from Maradona. Punch away. Now here's Carvalho now cross. Okay, blocked now for a corner for Georgehigton City. Now Maradona now cross the ball into the box. Great handlings right there for the goalkeeper there for Newport Dragons. And now clearance out. Now Cellini. Hersey. Now Maradona. Brilliant goal could have been, and this block. A real huge opportunity right there for a goal, but a great save right there for the keeper. It was a block actually for the defender actually, I can apologise. I thought it was actually a save, but it wasn't. So Maradona will take the corner into the box here. Header, oh. And the half-time whistle officially blows here for tonight as it ends 0-0 here at the break between City and Newport Dragons. Here we go, we are now for the second half goalless game. And is now to Liam Aarons. Pings it all the way to the Cellini. Now Johan Cruyff. Head away. Head away there again. Now William. Okay, now here's to Nagolan. Now here's Maradona. Header. Now here's to Ziyech. Now Maradona. Pedro. Maradona! Oh, it's gone to the keeper's hand. Save there. And now clearance away. And it's still goalless here in Enzo Maresca's first game in charge as manager for the team. Well, here's Barella. Hakim Ziyech. Maradona, goal! And he makes it 1-0 here. for Georgehigton City in the matchup, and they're finally in the lead, and the first goal in the Maresca era at City. And that's great style of football. Obviously struggling throughout the 9 games of the season, only picked up 1 win and drawn 6 of them. And that goal right there shows them they want to actually win the game and impress the new gaffer in the team. And Diego Maradona leads the way on that, and it's 1-0. Now Hakim Ziyech. Now to Maradona now for City. May look for another chance to make it 2. Ziyech now. Hersey. Foul, is it? No, it's not. And it is a foul. Referee now gives a free kick away here for Georgehigton City. And Newport Dragons here, defender, has got a warning right there from that foul he committed. So it's going to be a free kick here. Thomas Hersey was fouled. Now Maradona will take it. And the goal scored into the top corner. And City have made it a goal to make it 2. 2 goals in the game. And that is a brilliant, brilliant strike that was there from Diego Maradona into that top corner. And who could stop him? Who could stop him at all? Nobody. And on the debut of Enzo Maresca, that is a perfect goal. And it shows it is 2-0 to City in the match. And I've got to say, great football they've actually played in the second half, I've got to say, compared to the first. Now, ping all the way. Header there from City's defence. Now, Maradona. Now to Scott Hodgson. Now, okay, that's going to be a free kick here now. Now, Schmeichel will take it. Now it's Pedro. Maradona trying to ping it, trying to find the keeper out of his goal, and it could have been maybe a chance, but now all the way. Header there, no. Now Nagolan. Lost the ball. Scott Hodgson. Now wing. Now he's Maradona. Four minutes left of the game to go. And all the way pings it there to under. Maybe a goal back here maybe for Newport. And it is over, and City have got themselves a victory here for tonight, as it ends Georgehigton City 2, Newport Dragons 0 here at full time here for tonight. A real brilliant victory right there under their new manager Enzo Maresca. A very slow start to the season after 9 games played, but that win right there is huge for them to gain themselves their chances and their trust on the new gaffer to go forward and maybe get up to the top half of the table and maybe into European football as they want to be by the end of the season, hopefully so. But Jimmy, tell us your thoughts on the result here for tonight's game here against City and Newport here, and under their new manager Enzo Maresca in charge as the coach, and Diego Maradona scoring twice here in the second half. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant game. Brilliant game, I've got to say, in the matchup for City. And they are looking for this win for a long time in this season. And I know things haven't worked out for their previous gaffer, who took over from the summer after Roberto Mancini left in the summer. But apart from that, this is great football in terms of what he actually done, in terms of letting the players express themselves and let the players, you know, feel free to do what they got to do in the game. Like what Maradona right there. Took a free kick, had a chance, the keeper couldn't save it, into the top corner, and they won the matchup because of it. And that was a real brilliant, brilliant hit from him, and I've got to say that was perfect. And I can't really comment really of how poor he was here for tonight's game, because he was outstanding in the matchup here at the Airlines Arena. And now we head now to the coverage now for all the other 8 games across the league here for this weekend, games of the Premier League, before we head to the main matchup later between here for tonight, Weynoord and South Coast Rangers. And let's get to the coverage for those 8 matches. Prantos got themselves in the counter-attack as Erling Haaland found a pass there to David Williams as he was a solo effort from 1-2 to the keeper, to Bert Leno. Beats past the keeper, Bert Leno, and puts Prantos in the lead in the matchup here. A great goal for him here for today. And then Chesco Blue Tigers unfortunately conceded another goal as Erling Haaland again here to David Williams and scores his second goal in the matchup here. Brilliant goal for him, placed into the bottom corner, and it's now 2-0 here for Prantos in the match. And Chesco Blue Tigers got themselves a goal back in the matchup as Minamino deflection as Kaga tried to clear the ball away, hit the leg here to Minamino, went to his own net, and Chesco Blue Tigers got themselves a goal back in the matchup here to make it 2-1. They're still behind though, but at least Chesco Blue Tigers try to get back in the game. And a great victory right there for Prantos in the game as it ends 2-1 here at the Allianz Stadium, as it is 2-1 the game, and 2 goals there for Williams in the match. And it was a great chance for Hash to get themselves in the lead, but brilliant save there for Bill Hilton. And Hashtag got the ball back again here in the matchup as Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain lost control of the ball for Sporting Sand Lake, and then Pablo Di Canio had a chance but gone wide there for a goal kick. As both teams share a point here for today, this afternoon, as it ends Hashtag United 0, Sporting Sand Lake 0. Padres Impact got themselves in the lead in the matchup here as Lacazette strikes it and the keeper could not save it as Padres Impact lead the game by 1-0. And then Padres Impact again got themselves another chance to make it 2-0 in the matchup here. As we know that's a chance for Eric Cantona. The pass there to Lacazette. And then went back to Cantona. And then back to Lacazette. And puts it into the bottom corner. As Lacazette makes it 2 past Jens Lehmann here at the C-Pro Stadium. As Lacazette, the top goal scorer so far this season, places the second goal in the matchup. And that means the game ended here at the C-Pro Stadium. Hasenfield Terriers 0, Padres Impact 2. As a free kick here for Goldfield in the matchup here. Outside of the box as the Iceberg defender fouled here, Tino Werner. As a referee right here gives a free kick here away to Goldfield in the matchup. And obviously Tino Werner right there getting challenged there by Cazorla. It gives them a chance to get themselves a goal in this matchup. And they did do that as Kevin De Bruyne took the free kick and the ball went into the top corner as Goldfield scored early on in the matchup here in the first 7 minutes in the game. As Martin Dubravka could not save that free kick and it went through past him. And Goldfield Boys United did win the matchup here tonight at Goldfield Park as it ends Iceberg Forest 0, Goldfield Boys United 1. And the Georgehigton Red Devils got themselves in front in the matchup as Mbappe crosses it into Havertz. And Havertz had a shot, hit the post, rebound back to Bolt, passed into the back of the net. And now the Red Devils here lead the game by 1-0 in the matchup. And a brilliant tap in for the keeper there. And it's now 1-0. And the Georgehigton Red Devils got themselves 2 goals in front in the matchup as Carlos there passed there to Usain Bolt. And then Bolt right there found a pass right there to Kylian Mbappe. And then Mbappe right there to Wayne Rooney. And then Rooney there to Dybala. And then the keeper could not save that at all, Ospina. And now the Red Devils, the league leaders of the Premier League, makes it 2 here at Old Factory Road. Great teamwork here from Mbappe and Rooney right there. And also Dybala. And now it's 2-0 to the Red Devils. And then the Georgehigton Red Devils got themselves a third goal of the match-up here. And that is obviously again in the match before half-time as Wayne Rooney had the ball, found Mbappe. He was 1v1 to the keeper, placed it into the bottom corner. And now it's 3-0 here to the Georgehigton Red Devils in the match-up as now Mbappe makes it 3 in the game. And the match to actually end here for today as 3 goals and 3 points is given as the Red Devils win the game here by 3-0. And Inter Taloga got themselves the first goal in the match-up. It took them 20 minutes as Kovacic there passed there to David Beckham. And no one there marking Beckham there. All he had to do is slot it in. And I thought it was offside right there from that corner. And Beckham felt that was an offside position. But the flagsman kept the flag down. And Inter Taloga win the match-up here as they won the game by 1-0. All thanks for Beckham was the only goal scorer in this match-up here for today on Saturday. The two promotion sides of the Premier League play each other here on Saturday, and Charlton Saturday take the lead first in the matchup. A brilliant goal there for Speedman, and now the captain places it in to make Charlton Saturday to lead the game here at the moment in the match. And AFC Richmond gave away a free kick in the matchup. A foul right there for the defender of Charlton Saturday. And then AFC Richmond got themselves a gifted a free kick by the referee as Pele was fouled. And can Richmond get themselves level in the match? Then a free kick was taken for AFC Richmond. And a goal was scored by Ryan Kent into the top corner and secures AFC Richmond a point in the matchup here against Charlton Saturday. A little deflection from the Charlton defender, and here right now the game ends here at the Charlton Stadium here at Al Valley. It was Charlton Saturday 1, AFC Richmond 1. A massive goal in the last minute of the matchup of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to put Addis in the lead in the 92nd minute in the game. And that's a very good goal. We all thought it might have been a draw out of Los Andrade and Addis, but the match ended here at the Westphalia Bank Stadium as Los Andrade 0, Addis Gunners 1 at the end of the game here from today. And those are the games here for all the 8 of the coverage here of the Premier League for this weekend. And now we talk here to Jimmy about the last matchup here for Saturday kickoff. It's Weynoord. They host here for today against South Coast Rangers. What's your thoughts about this match? It's a very big contest it is for both sides, especially for Weynoord after picking up some good wins recently in the league. I know it's the last game for Weynoord and South Coast before we go to the Olympic break for next month, and we return back in December for match day 11, but it is a very big contest, and obviously for South Coast, they've done so well so far this season to be in the top half of the table of the Premier League. They have got a tough game to go away from home to Weynoord. They've got a very big crowd, obviously, behind them here for today's game. And we all know as well for Weynoord, dropping points during the week against Marseille. But here right now for today's coverage, I think that they're the favourites definitely to win this matchup. And you can't underestimate South Coast, especially because we all know that they also might get something in the bag as well, maybe during the matchup also. Not just about Weynoord, but South Coast again. Look what they did to the Georgehigton Red Devils when they drew 2-2 away from home. Look what they did against Georgehigton City during this season also, the big teams in the league. And they are the underdogs. And they've been very good they've been so far in the last 9 matches. But could they keep it up here right now for today's game? You never know. And let's see what happens here for David Atkinson's team here, travel here away from home at Warefield. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. Let's get straight down to the coverage here at Warefield Stadium as Weynoord here hosts South Coast Rangers. And let's get to the matchup right now. And we are here for this game here right now, live here at the Warefield Stadium for this coverage. Weynoord versus South Coast, as we are live for the last match day broadcast matchup here until we take the November break, the month away from football for next month due to the Olympics occurring starting in 2 weeks' time, and also international football also taking place as well at November for the next coverage before we get to December. As these two teams are really ready for this matchup here. Ancelotti's team have actually picked up some back-to-back victories so far in the Premier League. We all thought that Ancelotti could have been sacked maybe as manager for Weynoord a couple of weeks ago, but the tables turned, and it was actually obviously Sergio Cancelo, the new gaffer for Georgehigton City, who was only manager for 3 months at the club. He was sacked, he was. And they got Enzo Maresca in charge as the first candidate to be sacked during this Premier League season so far this season. To have the first manager sacked during this week. But these two teams are ready, these two teams are prepared, and these two teams are ready for war. A war of hopefully something by the end of the game. And here we go, live right now here between Weynoord FC and South Coast Rangers here for the coverage here right now for today. And now here's Patrick Vieira. Lost the ball here now to Lucas Perez. Now South Coast won the ball back. Oh God, Trezeguet. Save there to the goalkeeper there for Manuel Neuer. Now head up. Now Lucas Digna. Now Bernardo Silva. And now Robert Lewandowski. And now Bernardo Silva. And Leon Sissoko. And now Patrick Vieira. Mkhitaryan. Now Lucas Digna. Now Maguson. Now Pavard. And now Maguson. And now Solskjaer. Now is Lucas Perez. Now Modric. Now all the way to Solskjaer. Okay, that's going to be now a corner in the match. As now obviously Lucas Perez will take the corner. Head up. And right to the keeper's hands. Now headed it now past Aguero. And now Lucas Digna. Solskjaer. Ogsil. And now Virgil van Dijk. Aguero. Now Robert Lewandowski. Bernardo Silva. Now Maguson. Solskjaer. Now Maguson now. And now is Marcel Desailly now to Leon Sissoko. Now Poulsen. Now Lucas Digna. Thomas Ogsil. Goes for a shot and a save right there for the keeper. And a brilliant save. It's going to be now here, right now, a corner in the match. And it's going to be now half time here at the break here at the Weatherfield Stadium as it ends here for the first half. Weynoord FC 0, South Coast Rangers 0 here at half time. And we're back here for the second half, goalless in the first half. Let's see how Weynoord perform here for this game in the second half, this matchup, or South Coast as well. Because even South Coast made some surprises so far this season. Only South Coast Rangers only made the Red Devils drop points so far this campaign. All the other teams they played against, they've actually beaten all of them, and that's why they're top of the league. They only drew once this season, lost 0 in the last 10 games of the Premier League. But now it's a foul here. And Mkhitaryan right there is going to get a warning here to the referee. Gives him a real big warning. And that's going to be now a free kick here for South Coast Rangers in the match. So now it's Desai. Now header. Now it's Iniesta. Sergio Aguero. Robert Lewandowski. Now here's to David Trezeguet. Now Lucas Perez. Shot. Gone to the keeper. Right there, save. And now it's going to be here now a corner here in the matchup for South Coast Rangers in the match. Now the corner. Lucas Perez. Pavard. Now Mkhitaryan now on the attack. Shot. Block. Now it's going to be here now corner. It's been given right there for Weynoord in the matchup. Nice chance there, but Mkhitaryan there had a shot. Blocked, and now it's going to be now corner. They're crossing the box there for Luka Modric. And that's going to be now another corner in the game. Now Modric again here for Weynoord. Chance. Goal is Iniesta! As he makes it 1-0 here for Weynoord in the game. What a header there. Deflection, I think it occurred there from Desai's leg into his own net. But we all know that Weynoord have got themselves in the lead in the game. And that was not good, that wasn't. But anyways, it is what it is. And South Coast are behind here by 1-0. Now Sissoko. Poulsen. Trezeguet. Now Poulsen. Header. Okay, it's going to be now a wide here for a goal kick. And there's a chance. Now boots it all the way. Now here's Leon Sissoko, Lucas Digne. Now is Patrick Vieira. Now is Patrick Vieira. Aguero! Oh, at the crossbar. Now Rento Sanchez. Now Spitzer. Now Christian Farino for South Coast. Now Van Dijk. And that's going to be offside. It's going to be given here a free kick here for South Coast Rangers in the match. Now Madison. Header. Now Robert Lewandowski. Now Lucas Digne up. That's going to be now a throw here now for Weynoord. Now it's Modric. Aguero. Robert Lewandowski. Oh, at the post. Crossbar meant. And now Vieira. Robert Lewandowski. Aguero again hit the defender. It is still 1-0. Header. And it could have been 2. It could have been. Real big chance it was. A real big chance. But it's going to be now a goal kick in the game. Now here's the pass there. Now to Desai. And that's going to be that. 1-0 here for Weynoord. And Iniesta was on the scoreline. As it ends here, Weynoord 1, South Coast Rangers 0. So the official results here for match day 10 as Charlton Saturday 1, AFC Richmond 1. For Georgehigton City 2, Newport Dragons 0. Georgehigton Red Devils 3, Grasshoppers United 0. Hassonfield Terriers 0, Hassonfield Terriers 2, Hashtag United 0, Sporting St Lake 0, Inter Tologa 1, Red Bull Tomato 0, Iceberg Forest 0, Goldfield 1, Los Andreas 0, Addis Gunners 1, Parentos 2, Chesapeake Blue Tigers 1, and Weynoord 1, South Coast Rangers. And the official table here of the Premier League as it shows here. The Georgehigton Red Devils are top with 28 points, and they are actually 7 points clear from Padres Impact, running away at the top of the table, while we have Addis in the top 4 with Inter Tologa, with Chesapeake Blue Tigers and Goldfield in 5th and 6th, and Parentos are 7th. And that means Weynoord and Georgehigton City are now in the top half of the table, especially City, after beating here Newport Dragons here from tonight's game. So the bottom half of the table of the Premier League, this is how it looks down below in the bottom half of the Premier League. As we do have, in the 11th, we have a Sporting St Lake with 10 points, and Grasshoppers are 12th with 10 points. Red Bull Tomato are 13th, with AFC Richmond with 14th. The Dragons are 15th. Hassonfield Terriers are now 16th, as we have Los Andreas outside of it. But Charlford Saturdays in the playoffs, but Iceberg Forest and Hashtag United are both in the automatic relegation drop. And for next week, we do have the game here as Republic States national teams match day 3 of the World Cup qualifiers will be up against Finland, and that'll be live on Saturday next week on RBC. And also as well after that, next couple of weeks, in 2 weeks time, the Olympic Games will begin in Tokyo in November, and that'll be for the next 3 weeks of Olympic Games, as we're going to have loads of sports taking place, as all the Republican athletes are ready to represent Republic States to win the Olympics in Japan in 2024, and that'll be taking place in the next 2 weeks from now, and that'll take place for 3 weeks until we return back full time back into full content of RSC action. But that's all we have time for here right now for today, and we all know that the Premier League will be ending for now until December. There's going to be a big break in November with no football coverage whatsoever. So I hope you stay tuned also to the Game League Cup on Wednesday, and also stay tuned to our international football for next week for the World Cup qualifiers. But until now, for myself here today, Gary Walker, have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a good one.